Samidam Shanti, peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and I would like to talk about seeing through the belief systems we all seem to fall into. We all fall into these belief systems and hold on to them for grim life. Oh yes, we hold on to these belief systems. We're trapped in dogmas bind us to us, these belief systems that we carry around like big weights. And one of the main reasons we're kept in these belief systems is fear. A very classic example for me. I was raised as a Roman Catholic. Some people say a recovering Roman Catholic. And I questioned it. I questioned the religion straight away. And the monks at our school who were teaching us, they didn't like that at all. But it was an incredible struggle of my fear of going to hell if I broke away from the church. And so, because I was a questioner, I was a heretic. That's a really, hasn't got nasty connotations for me anymore, but for Christians, when you say, oh, he's a heretic, it's got very, very nasty connotations, but all it means is questioner. You're questioning this stuff that's being thrown at you. A great example of really what I'm talking about, if you look at the Borgias and Jeremy Irons as the Spanish Pope, and there's a scene in one of the early episodes where there's this beautiful ornate church looking wonderful, and there's Jeremy Irons in his robes all dripping in gold and his encrusted diamond gloves and all this, and you get the congregation coming in all in poor, in rags and dirty faces and stuff like that. And then the scene goes, it comes to the donation, so you've got this beautifully ruby and diamond encrusted hand with this beautiful plate that's obviously been well designed and lovely ornate patterns on it. Comes across the screen like this, and this dirty hand with rags on its hand puts the money into the plate as the plate goes back the other way, back to the Pope. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture? So you're giving them money, you haven't got anything, but you're giving them all you've got to keep them up with their lifestyle. That's all it is. It's I question that. I do question that. You've got it takes $176 billion to take the world out of extreme poverty. And yeah, there's great things happening all the time. You've got to be positive in this world. There's amazing things. More people coming out of poverty every day. But it would be a lot quicker if some of these enormous billionaires and institutions were to actually want them out of poverty. Because I'm sure from my research it doesn't seem that way. It really doesn't seem that way. But it was my breaking away from the church was a real hard belief system for me to break away from. And I'm not saying I don't believe in the teachings of Jesus, because I do. I think he was amazing. I see the arcanum as what he was talking about, and be good to other human beings. Most important, which is why I see the people who do what they do in this world, I feel sorry for them now. I used to be very angry with them, but I feel sorry for them now because I see that they're trapped. They're having to build generations and generations and generations of wealth because they're fearful and they're scared of us, because we're waking up and looking at them and questioning what they're doing, and I don't like it. I don't like being questioned. Anybody in that position who is questioned, they don't like it. You could do it. You go and question a politician about something, and they don't like it. If they haven't got the information there and it's a bit outside what they're used to, their their belief system, they can't handle it. It's quite incredible. I've done that on several occasions, and yeah, it's quite incredible. So me, for my personal thing, breaking away from that belief system was very, very hard thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to go to hell. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, if you get stuck in maybe a reincarnation trap, that's where I'm at the moment with my view of it. But, you know, I don't believe there's a hell. I really don't. I think it's a man-made construct. So another dogma that we're stuck in, which is another belief system, is that we need money to exist on this planet. Do we? Actually, we don't. We don't need money to exist on the planet. We need resources, we need cooperation, and we need to work together. There's some amazing people now who are coming up with these ideas, like I think it's the Free World Society, Irish guy. Wonderful ideas. You got Michael Tellinger in South Africa talking about Ubuntu, and he's actually doing what he says. He's getting villages to create, another village to create. Some villages create certain stuff, other villages create certain stuff. Any surplus they share. Wow, that works. And I don't think they're using money. They're trying to get money from outside, because to go into the matrix you need money. But actually, if you walk out of the matrix and you start to coexist together, no, you don't. We can live without money. It's the mentality of human beings, the belief systems that we have, that we feel that we need to have money. And I remember that when it first came to me, that idea first came to me when I saw it on a YouTube broadcast, and I said, no, we need money. What are you talking about? How am I going to go and buy a pint of beer in the pub or a packet of chips? Oh. Then I thought about it, meditated on it, and go, oh yeah, it's cooperation, human beings cooperating with each other. When you see nature and big groups of animals all cooperating with each other, they work, it all works okay. It's us, greed, I want more, me, myself, I, ego. And your own belief system is telling you, oh, we need money, but we don't. Just think about it. It's the most important thing. And seeing through the belief systems of politics, we need authority to survive. You need me to survive. I am Big Brother. No, we don't. No, we don't. So that's an anarchist viewpoint, possibly. I don't know. But surely if we were to make human beings intelligent enough to realise that we need good food, good water, we need to be cooperate with each other, we need to be loving with each other, and therefore we can have our communities that work together and they work with other communities outside of them. Maybe you need a light touch government to represent your country, that's it. But now governments want to get into every aspect of your life. And I'm seeing now actually in local councils, more and more people are actually looking at the health and well-being position that we're in, and seeing that it's, I don't like the word mindfulness or meditation, or actually focusing on yourself to get rid of, all the stress and anxiety that we have in our lives that we need to move. And the best way of doing that is through holistic methods, not through drugs. And that's becoming very, very apparent. So many people, when you bring it up, they laugh. They just laugh when you say about politicians' expenses, and they get away with it. They're making a fortune out of us, and they just laugh at the salaries that they're on. They're serving their own. Of course, they are serving their own interests. So you've got civil servants like nurses, or you've got people who are like nurses. You should be on the same wage as a Hollywood actor or an actress, because they are miracle workers. They want to get out there and they want to help people. Or people in the charity sector where they're trying to reach out and help people. They struggle for money. I know, I'm in that myself. In the charity sector, where you can struggle for money, or you struggle for funding to get your workers out there to help people, and in a world that's abundant with money, and where you've got the Federal Reserve and Bank of England printing money, you call it quantitative easing, billions and billions and trillions going everywhere, getting it to the people that need it is very difficult. So what's wrong with that? That's another belief system of, well, maybe they should be helping themselves. What's the matter with these people? They're lazy? No, some people are literally gone through the conditioning of this society and they've dropped, and that's terrible, and they need help. And the elderly as well. The elderly shouldn't be pushed onto the scrap heap. That really does actually start to get me angry, so I start tapping my liver. So yeah, really important to think about this thing. Just think about belief systems, think about your own belief systems, see if you can release some of them and become neutral. So you're raising up your consciousness, you're looking at it in a more neutral perspective rather than coming at it, oh no, that's, I believe in that, you can't say that. Just think about it. It helps when you think about it and you just let things go. Letting go is one of the most important things of this living or life. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamnida.